The Shroud of Turin at the moment is a very hot topic on YouTube. Just Google it. There's so many videos out there to say that it's authentic, it's a true thing. And even Jesus says in John 4 verse 48, unless your people see signs and wonders, you will never believe. I believe it could be one of the wonders that Jesus left behind for certain people that need evidence, and is for people that live very physically, that need the evidence of physical proof. The Bible in itself is an historic event, and it's true. The more people try to disprove it, the more the diggings that they do, and there's writings that they find that prove that even people outside of the Bible knew that Jesus actually lived and he did the miracles that he said, that it says in the Bible. And for us to take that as face value and have faith in God, once you have a relationship with him, you know that he can do these miracles, and he does way more in your life. And he does as he promises, as it says in the Bible. But for people that need proof, the Shroud of Turin is possibly proof. They have used wide-angle X-ray scattering to determine the age of the shroud to be 2,000 years old. They have been doing experiments on the Shroud of Turin for many, many years. They have done lots of things on it. There's lots of proof that it is authentic, that it could only be Jesus who was in that cloth. And so now the date is determined as 2,000 years. There's proof that it's got AB blood type on it, which is from the Jewish people. The DNA shows that it's a man. They found 13 pollen grains found are unique to Israel that are in the cloth. And I think the most compelling evidence is the image was formed by an intense burst of vacuum ultraviolet radiation. For many years, people said it's been painted on, and there are ways to make this cloth, but nobody can actually reproduce this cloth. Even now, with all the technology we have, we cannot reproduce a cloth. Somebody has put up a reward that if you can actually do it, they will reward you. But nobody's actually taken it on. It says in Matthew 12, verse 39, an evil and adulterous generation seeks for a sign, but no sign will be given them except for the sign of Jonah. There will always be controversial, and a lot of people will find fault with it, because even when we do give people evidence and the truth, some people don't want to know the truth. And it says in 2 Thessalonians 2, it says in verse 10, and in every sort of evil that deceives those who are perishing, they perish because they refuse to love the truth and so be saved. For this reason, God sends them a powerful delusion so that they will believe the lie, so that all will be condemned who have not believed the truth but have delighted in wickedness. And that is in regard to a lot of things that are happening nowadays. So for me, I think the Shroud of Turin is true, but whether it is or not does not shake my faith in God, because I know him personally. And that is what you need to do, is to know him personally. But this is proof for people that do want proof. If you look at the Bible and how Jesus was flogged and how he was stabbed in his side, and even the blood shows that the person who was crucified, because it shows the crucifixion marks in the wrist here and in his feet, and it all is exactly the same as what it shows in the Bible. And so for those people who want to believe will believe, for those who don't, won't. But I just thought I need to do something about it as well, because for me it's quite exciting. But it's not the ultimate proof that I need that God exists in this world and that I need Jesus in my life. He has shown to me over and over and over. And I don't need signs from this world, although there are. If you go to the archaeological findings that they find in over Israel and Turkey and all those places, and they have found Noah's Ark as well, and there's quite a lot of evidence that it could be. But a lot of people will always be skeptic because they don't want to believe in God. And they have hardened their hearts, and God will send them this powerful delusion so that they will believe that He doesn't exist. But there are so many evidence out there that God exists. If you start looking and you start searching and you find out exactly what is in the Bible and how true it is and how everything that it says has happened and everything will happen, all the prophecies are coming true. There's so many prophecies with the Israelis coming, the Jewish coming back to Israel, the wars that are happening, even that is in the Bible, and how people hate the Jews. That's in the Bible as well. Everything that is happening at this moment, that people are turning against God, the apostasy, they want to believe that God doesn't exist, and that is the biggest lie ever. And God will allow them to do that so that they can go through and they will be condemned who have not believed the truth but have delighted in wickedness, because this world is now full of wickedness. And if people can't see that, then they're blinded by Satan's lies. They're blinded by everything. It's because Satan tries to make you the most important thing, and you can choose what you want to be and do what you want to do, but only for a short period. When Satan comes in his full glory, he will not have any freedom of anything. So you can believe in the Shroud of Turin or not. If you need the evidence, it's there. But I believe the people who want to believe will believe, and those who don't will never believe because they don't want to believe. And yeah, there's an argument that why even bother with it. Some people do get swayed by it, that it's proof. Some people need the proof because Jesus says, unless they see the signs, they will never believe. So for some people, He has left these signs. But for most of us, we don't need it to have faith in Him. And I just pray that you all just keep your strength in God, because this world is becoming a really difficult place. And so, as I said before, just stand in your faith in God and do not be swayed by the evilness of this world, because you will perish. So just have faith in God and live a life in eternity with Him. Amen.